the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back in, trackside race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tonight, the Gateway Showdown, live from Worldwide Technology Raceway. The ASMR Hauck Designs Xfinitty Series will fire things off for race number 3 here in season number 3. What a night for racing. Track temperature nice and cool. Should be a lot of grip as drivers lay down the laps for 95 circuits around this 1.2 mile racetrack. A little bit like Darlington. Races nothing like Darlington. The layout pretty similar, but the banking very, very different. Qualifying session already underway. 3 minutes remaining in qualifying to see who will take the Mountain Mafia Kennels pole award here tonight from Worldwide Technology Raceway. And how about the fast man at the front of this field? We're going to go ahead trackside and drop some of those qualifying times to the left-hand side of your screen. There you can see Todd Cray, top of the speed charts once again, quick as always. Will anybody be able to stop the run that Cray is on? 3 victories this season. He won the Exhibition Open at the LA Coliseum. We took off to the Sunset Strip and Las Vegas Speedway And he walked away with the checkered flag there, put it in the bag last week for the Bluegrass Grand Prix from Kentucky Speedway. Todd Cray sits as your pole sitter. TJ Grover right behind him. Derek Moore, Jake Ennis. 2 pole positions for Ennis so far this season. Could he make it a third? And it looks like second lap not going to work out for that 25 machine, so he'll stay in that 4th position. How you doing? How you feeling out there in TV land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave of the Cave bringing you all the calls from trackside in just about the final 60 seconds remaining, as you see Kyle Munson making his way back down pit road in the background. Just a handful of seconds for these drivers to lay down those time labs. Zach Miller listed final on the speed charts in that 26th position. Matt Lovelly as well as Matteo Giuliano yet to get out on track. Only 2 drivers to not turn in a time lap. And one of the guys, we got a lot of action coming at you here, but Clark Janikin was one of the fastest drivers in happy hour. He's going to fall short of the top 5 here in the Mountain Mafia Kennels. Qualifying session, pole sits with the man at the top of the speed charts. Quick time here from Gateway. 34:48 for Todd Cray. Miller going to put in a time lap. Munson, Lovelly, all with time laps. Giuliano not going to have his time lap go on the speed chart, so that's going to be it for your Mountain Mafia Kennels qualifying session. Todd Cray walks away with a pole position here tonight. And with that being said, race fans, we're going to step away for a brief commercial break, pay a few of the sponsor bills, come back to you trackside with your national anthem. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And after the flyover, we join the drivers trackside as everybody makes their way to their starting position. We're going to get set to fire things off here with the Gateway Showdown live from Worldwide Technology Raceway. And I tell you what, let's get a little closer to the track. Look at that new paint on that 21 Chevy Camaro, front of the field, snatching the Mountain Mafia Kennels Pole Award moments ago. Todd Cray with a fresh look. We'll see if he can make it a third week into victory lane. Big field here tonight. Long night of racing ahead of all of these drivers. 29 drivers slotted in to make the start of tonight's race. We'll see how many of them make their way all the way through into the checkered flag here tonight. Sorry, checking out a few things, making sure everything's up to speed, up to par, and ready to go. And just like that, we're going to get set to fire this field off tonight. As you hear those familiar sounds in the background, you know it's time to run down tonight's starting lineup here from Worldwide Technology Raceway, starting inside row number 1, your pole sitter inside of the 21 PR Taco Palace machine. Todd Cray will lead him to the green flag. DJ Grover just to his outside. Christian Abate in. Derek Moore back in row 2. Row number 3 here tonight, Jay Gittes and Clark Janikin. Charles Northcutt and Ed Hauck make up row number 4. Rounding out your top 10 will be the number 6 machine of Dylan Schultz and the 97 of Carlos Ramos. Mike DeWalt, Marquis Smith back in row number 6. And in row number 7 here tonight, John Timms and Doug Argabright. Cody Schultz, Nicholas Swing back in row number 8. Row number 9, Cabral Holt and Matt Lavalley, Brian Tarnowski, and Jeremy Shear make up your top 20. Inside row number 11 in the 69 machine, Andrew McConville, followed by the 4th, Jim Toy. Rest of the field looks a little something like this as we're going to set these as a sail. Turn number 1 and on the gas for the first time. 3, 2, 1, down into turn number 1, a little bit of a challenge for that. Right outside, it looked like it was going to make a charge, but not going to get there, and we've got trouble. Early trouble here. Caution flag will fly. Looking to see what happened, what went on, and where it went down. Let's see what we've got. And it does not look like we're going to see what's going on. Little bit of a discouraging moment there. Not quite sure what happened, so we'll go back live at the front of the field with race leader Todd Cray as he'll bring the field back behind the pace car once again. So quick caution has us back to a crawl here and Gateway. Early laps led for Todd Cray. I guess you can't be too upset about that. You're going to log at least 2 to 3 laps here under caution, so you'll put a handful of points in your back pocket with that one. So the PR Tacos Palace and Margarita Bar number 21 machine looking good here tonight. TJ Grover with a good start. Lost a little bit there in the center of 1 and 2. Yeah, the caution flag flew before they can make their complete exit and on to the back stretch, so we'll regroup, regather, and rerun them here at the Gateway Showdown. All right, pace car lights are off. We are ready to fire things back off. Well, once again, let's hit that reset button. Let's press stop, rewind, and get ready to re-record the start of tonight's race. Didn't really get going before we see the first caution flag fly, so we will see our first green flag laps. This time around, the iRacing pace car will duck off. Good buddy Travis Smith back behind the wheel of that iRacing pace car, and we'll hope to see if he has a little bit of a lazy night here tonight. We'll see how the boss man at the flag stand feels about having some long green flag runs. Looks like fuel mileage, these drivers should have to make at least one stop here tonight. And with enough caution laps, it definitely will move things into a one-stop race. We'll see how they go. Pace car will get ready to go, and we will get ready to fire it back off once again. Back into the restart zone, all the gas and green flag flies as Todd Gray nails the loud pedal and steps away. No challenge from second this time. The 45 of Christian Avanti going to stay in that third position. Derek Moore looking for fourth. Mark Janikin making up one position, already moving that number 27 Toyota into a top 5. Drivers heading down the backstretch, a little bit of jockeying for position. A handful of drivers looking to the inside. The number 6 machine of Dylan Schultz going to settle into that 7th position. Marquis Smith and Carlos Ramos going at it for the 9th position. Dave Gage going to lose a spot. He's going to fall outside of the top 20 now, all the way back to 22nd. Still picking up 4 positions. He apologized for where he was using a handful here. Latest restart back off of turn number 2. Todd Gray continues to show the way. Gruber starting to have company with Abati behind. And after a handful of green flag laps, we will drop that time and square over to the left-hand side of your screen. Let you follow along and find your favorite driver out there on the track. Watching number 27, Mark Janikin, your highest running Toyota Super in the field here tonight. The talented Toyota Super look here tonight. He's got a hot, heavy battle behind him. Jake Enos and Dylan Schultz going at it the fast forward to the bottom of the racetrack, looking for position. Not going to dive it into turn number 3 just yet. We're going to ride along here for a moment. Let's see what else we can see and find what else we can find. Let's go around the track a little bit. Few of the battles out there. We're watching now as Ed Hauck and Mike DeWalt going at it for a spot outside of your top 10. Johnny Dimms behind them. Nicholas Wing in tow as well. Back to the battles inside of your top 5. Janikin right there with Enos behind, and Dylan Schultz not too far off in tow. .34.97, fastest lap of the race turned in, latest time around by your race leader, Todd Gray. Absolutely showing good pace here early. We'll have to watch the fall off even quicker as Abati this time by 34.84, closing in on those qualifying times at the front of the field. Next time around, we'll put lap number 10 on the board here tonight from the Gateway Showdown at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Back around the track just a little bit. What do you say we go back here? Battle just outside of your top 15. Good to see the 99 of Nicholas Wing. The 61 had Lovelly hot on his trail trying to take the position away. We want to go ahead and send an apology out there to Nick Wilson. We got a brand new paint scheme. We'll see if we can't get that one worked out for you here in just a few moments. But nonetheless, a lot of drivers in the field. A lot of drivers are looking good here tonight. Let's go back outside of your top 20. There you can see Dave Gage at 404. PR Taco Palace and Margarita Bar Machine. We've got all sorts of things going awry, but the timing and scoring right now. Todd Gray, the field still showing the way as as Grover begins to close in. As there you can see left-hand side of your screen, top 20 on display. And for the drivers knocking on the door, looking for some positions. Dave Gage right there trying to run down the spot from Brian Tarnowski, who is playing 21st. Josh McCoy going to go by Cody Schultz for the 17th position. Todd Cray a little loose on turn number 2 as we head down the backstretch and into turn number 3. Everybody chasing your race leader. Nice and smooth through 3 and 4. Cray will bring the field back across the line in lap number 13. Here tonight. Quick caution on lap number 1. We have been moving green for the next, what was it? About 10 laps now. Gone back to green flag racing right around lap number 3. So 10 laps of green flag racing under the belts of these drivers as they continue to pound the pavement here from Worldwide Technology Racing. And what a way to open the season. Don Cray walking away with victories at the LA Coliseum in the exhibition to open season number 3. Walked away with a win at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Took the checkered flag at Kentucky Speedway last week for his 4th win on the season. 3rd in the points. Cray on an absolute untouchable pace right now. And walking away from the field, biggest gap so far, half a second advantage for your pole sitter here tonight. Todd Cray picking him up, laying him down, getting it done tonight. Let's go back to a battle just inside of your top 10. There you can see Marquis Smith walking away with it. The podium last week. Let's double check that. Motor Speedway. Smith with a good run with Todd Cray came up 1 position short, finished back in that 2nd spot. Having another solid run here inside of your top 10. But a long way to go. We still have over 100 miles of racing action remaining here tonight in the Gateway Showdown. Green flag pit stops right around the corner as well. I will guarantee you there's going to be a ton of action here tonight. Let's go back a little further. How about we take a look at that lava lead? Scoring doing a little bit of jumble around on us. We do apologize about that. A little bit of a new bug. We're going to have to get coded out of this thing. We do apologize about that. Lava lead, Schreier, and Hauck all running inside of your top 10. We'll go back to the front of the field with race leader Todd Cray. He continues to show the way here tonight. Doug Argerbright looking for some more positions. Let's check out this number 41 machine. Argerbright looking good in that E-Sport. Looking good as super. Sitting in the 11th position of 3 spots from where he qualified here tonight. Slowly making his way to the front. He's going to leave John Timms in the rear view mirror with Mike DeWalt in tow. Closest battles on the Speedway 4-car battle right here. From that Amsoil 16 machine of Derek Moore, Clark Janikin, Ryan Bottom, TJ Grover, Jake Innes, and Dylan Schultz. All right here running with each other. Check out Lieutenant Ramos right there, sitting back in position 7 with a good run here tonight. Looks like we have a driver on and off of pin lane. Andrew McConville to pin road. Back out on track, McConville. So we'll lose a little bit of ground here tonight. Settle in right around that 25th position. So right here early tonight. side-by-side racing action. There you can see that 18 of Grover beginning that backward slide. A little bit of a longer green flag run, and it looks like this mid-run pace doesn't seem to set well with that 18 Camaro of Grover on the outside lane, giving up a position to Dylan Schultz. Now Carlos Ramos, door wide open. He'll step right on through. Here comes the 23 Marquis Smith, looking to fill the lead and take a position away as well. And caution, flag caution, caution on the racetrack. It looks like we're going to have a problem on the track. Handful of drivers may be involved in this one. Let's see what we got. And we're looking for the replay, but we don't seem to see it, so we're going to keep it right here to precaution as we take our first look at the 213 U.S. Heartland Toyota Supra of Zach Miller 38 machine. Looking good here tonight. Smashes the field, catches up to the tail end of the pace car. Will jump back up front with your race leader, Todd Cray, as he brings the field from pit road. So for the second time here tonight, we're going to fall or find ourselves under caution. We're going to fall back away from the racetrack for just a brief commercial break. Pay a few sponsor bills. You know how it goes. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be back with all your green flag action right here with the Gateway Showdown. Head back trackside as promised, as we find ourselves under caution for the second time here tonight. Matt Lovelly gonna have good pit stop, and he will take over that top spot. Todd Craig gonna line up just to his outside this time around. New race leader for the first time. It's some pit strategy here from Gateway. There you can see the 91 of Patrick Coro involved with some extracurricular activities, and Coro going to be in damage control for quite some time here tonight. Tough little break for that 91 and his entire crew. So here we go, ready for our latest restart here tonight from Worldwide Technology Raceway. You're watching American City Motor Racing. Hauck Designs Xfinitty Series. Out of turn number 4, race leader Matt Loveley will bring the field to the restart zone, and away we go. Green flag flies once again here from Gateway. Mixing it up all over. Todd Craig going to drop to the inside of the racetrack and regain that top spot. Move Craig back to the point as now Christian Avanti looks to his inside. Avanti for that second position and going to grab it. Here comes Clark Janikin. More trouble on the track. Lauren Tarnowski may be our latest victim. Let's go check this replay. Looks like, well, maybe we won't check the replay. Troubles here tonight for a handful of drivers there. You can see the 28 of Brian Tarnowski a little bit torn up. It is 28. So we'll go back to the front of the field with Todd Cray here tonight as he regained that top spot. Loveley, who stayed out. Rolling the dice. Gamble paid off for a point for leading a lap, but he dropped deep in the field very quick in the 61. Has decided to bring that Altel machine to pit road this time around. So that will indeed move a handful of drivers up and will bring things back behind the pace car once again. So Todd Crane, the new PR Tacos Palace and Margarita Bar 21 machine, looking to start things off with a new sponsor with his continued winning ways. Took the Mountain Mafia qualifying award here tonight. Started from pole position, has led almost every single lap. Only one other race leader here tonight, the Gateway Showdown. Matt Loveley will lead a handful of laps after some pit road strategy, but he's going to immediately come back down to pit lane. Give up all that track position after the point for leading a lap. One of your biggest movers of the race here tonight. Let's take a look at this man right here inside of that EE Sports Toyota Supra. The 41 machine of Doug Arterbright, looking very quick here tonight. Up 6 positions from where he qualified. Definitely making some moves to try to get his way to the front of this field. Power moves all over the place for this guy right here. .38 machine of Zach Miller with a good start to tonight's Gateway Showdown. 95 laps is the official race distance, and now up 10 positions from where he qualified. Zach Miller looking sporty here tonight as we head back to the front with your race leader. Todd Crane will bring him across the line. There you can see continued damage control efforts on pit road by that 91. Of Patrick Coro, and we do appreciate the nod on Coro's car there. If you didn't see, it's me. I'm the sponsor on the machine here tonight, and well, it looks About as good as I probably drive, Patrick, so we're all in the same boat, bud. Boss man of the flag stand going to give Mr. Smith in that iRacing pace car the one finger wave. No, not that one. It's the one to go here at Gateway. Drivers halfway down the backstretch, ready to pull the belts tight and get another green flag run underneath ourselves. Todd Gray will lead the field back to the green flag. Christian Avanti just beside him. Clark Janikin to start. Second car inside lane. Carlos Ramos with a good run just to his outside. Ramos up 6 positions. Dylan Schultz will rattle down. Your top 5 for the latest restart here tonight from Worldwide Technology Raceway. Out of turn 4, we roll into the Geico restart zone on the gas, and green flag flies once again as Craig gets all the gas and up through the gears. Good jump by Janikin. He's going to look for second. No, back out of it. And Avanti will cover him up. A little bit of a slide down the racetrack to ensure he keeps that second position. Into the clutches now of Ramos falls Janikin. We're going to take a look right here. 3-car battle for that third and final podium spot. Still a long way to go here tonight. Over 70 miles of racing still yet to be had. A little bit of a dust up and mix up at the mid portion of the pack. You can see a little bit of dust flying up in the air. Just inside of your top 10, WWT PJ Grover. That 18 machine started outside pole position here tonight. A little bit of a struggle with the long green flag run, and drivers were just able to complete. Held back through the field, did not gain anything. And oh, trouble! We got trouble! Trouble on the track. I believe that's Marquis Smith on the outside. Yes, it is. Marquis Smith and his Toyota Supra trouble into the outside line. Jeremy Shear going to pick up the position here as Shear moves into the 14th position. Smith going to have some troubles, and Smith will fall outside of your top 15. Meanwhile, front of the field, Avanti still on the trail, trying to run down Todd Cray and take that top spot away. Quickest lap of the race turned in last time around. Once again, Avanti is on it. Just a third of the way through tonight's Gateway Showdown. 32 laps in our back pockets out of the 95 scheduled in tonight's official race distance. Will we see this end in regulation, or will we have a green-white checkered attempt here tonight as we transition from the sunlight through sunset and into the darkness? The lights on the track are beginning to cut on, and drivers are going to have to deal with some track adapting to the track changes. A little bit of changing ahead of this track still as the sun goes down. The night air begins to creep in. Drivers should see a little bit more grip, possibly a little more horsepower as that colder air is being forced through the engine and through the brakes. Drivers should see some of their brake fade beginning to go away and possibly work back in the opposite direction. So a lot still unknown here tonight from Gateway. But that's why we run all 95 laps to try to figure out who's going to walk away with the top spot in checkered flag. We're going to jump around a little. Let's jump back here. Battles for positions inside of your top 10. WT that Eagles 67 machine of Northcutt running that high lane. The Ames Oil 16 machine of Derek Moore right behind him. Moore with some good solid runs this season. Just hasn't really seen what finishes coming. The way that the team and driver have been running, they've been up inside of the top 5 The majority of these first opening races, just late race trouble has seemed to find more. We'll see if he can't get the dust off his shoulder. And maybe do a little dance into victory lane. Long way to go, long way to find out. 8 drivers to get by. We'll see if Moore can make his way back up through this field, down 5 positions from where he qualified. Settling in inside your top 10. Four-car battle here between Argabronk, Northcutt, Moore, and Grover. Nicholas Wing just off in the background, just outside of your top 10. Going in that 11th position. A little bit of help, needs a little bit more speed out of that 99 machine. Looking at the times, running comparative laps with drivers just in front of them, but if they're going just as quick, you're not going to be catching up. Meanwhile, we'll jump back inside the battles for a top 5 position. Carlos Ramos, Jay Guinness, and Dylan Schultz continue to race things out. And I don't know, Carlos, call me conspiracy theorist here, but it seems like those nights you give the extra credit, you seem to have a little more struggles, maybe feeling the pressure of all the students out there watching. Maybe we'll see if we can't figure something out for you and get you some of those fans in the stands to back in, get a few to follow through all the chat side of things, and still compete and complete a race with a good points finish right now. Having a heck of a night, heck of a race for Ramos, up 6 positions from where he qualified. The 97 sits in 4th. And caution on the speedway, caution on the track. Looks like a little bit of trouble back here. There you can see the 28 of Tarnowski goes around, and a handful of other drivers gonna join him. Tough break, tough night here for that 28 and his entire crew. Tarnowski with issues there. You can see a little bit of a parking lot on the front stretch, and a tough break here tonight. Let's see if we can't go back and check the replay on this one and see how it all went down and what happened. Looks like Marquis Smith may have had some trouble and been involved in this one. Let's go to the replay. See if we can't figure out what happened here. And it looks like cameras again not wanting to participate with us. So, yeah. Here's what it is. We'll get over there to the production crew and try to get them straightened out. So while we take care of that, we're going to step away from the track for just a few brief moments. Pay a few more of the bills. You know how that goes. You know how it is. So don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back with all your green flag action live here from Worldwide Technology Raceway.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
In back trackside as the boss man of the flag stand gets ready to give the one to go this time around. Drivers will double it up and get ready to fire things off here tonight. And it looks like we've got all the production team in line and everything in order here tonight. Early exit for the 23 machine of Marquis Smith of a toe break here tonight for the Supra team. You're going to miss one driver as your highest running Toyota in the field, Mark Janikin. Inside of your top five, he's going to restart from the third position. Highest running Ford in the field, Derek Moore. Right there, outside row, second position. We talked about Moore having those good runs, just needing to seal the deal. Just about 50 laps remaining when we take the green flag show. So Moore with a good opportunity. If he can knock this thing out of the park and run just as well in the second half as he has this first half, he will look to walk away with a good points finish. Monty gonna lead him to the green flag on the bottom of the racetrack. Interesting that Cray took the outside lane on the gas, and green flag flies. Green flag flies once again here at Gateway with a new race leader at the front. The 45 of Avanti gonna have a little better run on pit road. Not Cray right there. Trouble on track. Big trouble on track. Back in the field. Oh boy. 27 of Holt's going to have some problems, and we're going to get right to it. Let's go check the replay. .38 and the double O going to come together. The 7 of Hauck just misses it. There's the 17. The 404 comes in, catches the piece, as well as the 8 of Kyle Munson. 5, 6, 7 drivers all involved in that one. Matteo Giuliano also going to catch a piece of this one, so we're going to go high above the track. What do you say we check out the view from above the track with the turn 3 drone cam? We'll go back to our replay. Take a look at it one more time. There's the contact. The 87 is going to catch a piece. The 404 nowhere to go. And here comes the 8 trying to get it to a stop. It just slides in. It makes that contact, and that's going to do it. Put us under caution once again here tonight. Meanwhile, front of the field, Christian Avanti continues to show the way. The 45 Camaro taking that top spot. Under our third caution of the night. With the race off of pit road. And that's been the only time Cray has has lost a race lead here tonight, race fans, is a pit road strategy under our second caution. Matt Loveley rolled the dice, stayed out on track. He led a handful of laps. And now winning the race off of pit road was Abati. He's going to put a couple of laps led in his back pocket, but they've got a long way to go to secure the most laps led here tonight. That still lies in the hands of Gray, who will restart in second. Clark Jenikin right behind him. Derek Moore, Carlos Ramos rounds out your top 5. So I tell you what, while we're here, while we're at it, we might as well go ahead and give you your mid-race rundown here tonight. In the Gateway Showdown, 29 drivers took to the starting grid here tonight. We have still got 28 on the track. Looks to be, I believe we're still going to have about 24 on the lead lap, 25 on the lead lap here tonight, as Kyle Munson is going to make his way off of pit road and keep himself from falling one lap down. So the number 8 machine will be listed on the lead lap back in 26th. Biggest mover of the night, 22 machine of Josh McCoy. Let's go highlight this driver with a solid night here tonight. Inside of his EE Sports number 22 Chevy Camaro, Josh McCoy up 12 positions from where he qualified. So from outside of your top 22 now, knocking on the door of a top 10, McCoy has found his way towards the front. So we got Team Cray in full effect out there in the chat. Good to see you, cousin Jess, checking in, cheering along. Todd, as always, good to see you out there in the chat. Bailey, thanks for checking in with us here tonight. On the downhill side of the lap count now, drivers will get ready to fire things back off. This time around, Field will receive the 1 to go sign. Looks like, ladies and gentlemen, we've had yet another retirement here tonight. The 00 Ford Mustang Gavajo out of tonight's race. They're going to begin to push that 00 back behind Ben Wall and back towards the hauler. How about the Iron Man Award? Never say never, never give up. Patrick Coro, no front clip on the David Cave Turn 3, sponsor number 91 machine here tonight. And a little bit of a rough go. Still soldiering on, sitting in a top 25 position right now. Almost the top 20. So let's see how much perseverance that 91 he's got. At a turn 4 to the flag stand, we roll on the gas and green flag flies. Inside lane with the advantage as they head right into your living rooms. That outside wall, a little bit of dust being kicked up by a handful of drivers to 3 wide through this field. Oh my. And I'm telling you what, there is action at the front, action just outside of your top 5 and right around that 5th position as well. DJ Grover outside pole sitter here tonight, rounding out your top 10. You can see the battles just in front of him. 41 of Argabright. Schultz going at it. Nicholas Wing just off in front, as well as Ramos with a little bit of a struggle out of turn number 2 on the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to give up a position here. And McCoy still methodically working his way to the front. How about this 22? Fastest lap of the race going to be turned in by race leader Todd Gray as we got a battle for the top spot. Let's go up here, guys. Let's keep it here at the front of the field. Let's watch this battle unfold. The Red Mist Podcast, number 45 machine of Christian Avanti right here, running well. Quick times. Gray cutting it at the bottom, looking to his quarter panel. Going to get there, but not going to be quick enough. Not enough forward plane up out of turn number 4 to cross the line. Avanti will lead that line. Looking to the inside once again. Todd Gray looking for the run. Here it comes. He's going to get to the door. Got to let out of the gas just a little bit. Give up some momentum. And the 45 will lead him into turn 3. There's the run through the center of the corner. Can Gray keep enough momentum off a corner exit? Not going to be able to. Avanti going to slide by on that outside lane, but still hanging tough. Gray going to dive it back to the inside in turns 1 and 2. Way up the track goes the 45. That's going to work right into the lanes of Gray as he's going to have a little momentum going into turn 3. This time he'll complete the pass. And Avanti's going to have to look for a crossover and not going to attempt that one. He's going to fall back into that second position. Meanwhile, back with the battles for a spot inside of the top 10. Your outside pole sitter here tonight, TJ Grober, and that 18 Camaro. Rounding out your top 10. Whoa! Dave Cage with a little gusto at the outside wall before a fourth. Keon Tacos balancing Margarita Bar Machine. A little bit of a rough go here tonight. Sure up 8 positions from where he qualified. Losing a little ground. A little bit of damage on the front end. Looking for the battles, and we've got one right here front and center stage. 22 of McCoy gonna pick up yet another position. Move McCoy inside of the top 10, now up 13 positions. He is indeed your biggest mover of the race, starting back in 23rd, now sitting in 10th. Ever since the pit road strategy and getting mired deep in traffic, the all-Dell Ford Mustang 61 machine piloted by Matt Longley unable to get back to the front of the field, methodically working his way, but he's got a gamble of machines just off in front of him with some pretty good pace to go along with it. Charles Northcutt, that Eagle sponsor number 67 Ford Mustang, looking to the outside now. On the 18 of TJ Grover. Grover with nowhere to go as the boys just right there. Nicholas Swing starting to separate himself about a half a second advantage from wing back to McCoy for that 10th and final position inside of your top 10. As Avanti has not let Gray step away too much here. Let's go back to the front. Back at the front of the field as Avanti has to deal with Janikin just behind the 27 machine starting. He's got a little bit more pace. It was just a 10th of a second faster last time around the racetrack, and that's got to do a little bit with the tow he's getting from that Red Mist Podcast Spotify sponsored 45 machine of Avanti. I tell you what, let's go back here, guys. Let's go give these guys near the rear that are still in positions. High heavy battle here is Ed Howard. No rear clip on that number 7 Shark Week machine running into some heavy traffic. Kyle Munson in the 8 right behind him. Patrick Coro. Also right there, Tom Torrey that 40 machine. With a solid night, up 2 positions from where he qualified, just not enough speed and a little bit of damage on that 40 machine. You can see I say it's a little bit of damage being a little bit modest. A good bumper cover definitely beat in right there in the center. Tough little break here for a handful of drivers. You see the 87 of Matteo Giuliano trying to hold on as much as he can, listed off of the first back in the 25th position, but things starting to heat up near the front. Let's transition back to that battle for a top 10. Here comes Northcutt as he's going to take the 11th from McCoy. And you know, while we got you here, while we got you watching, Bailey, Cousin Jess, if you're still out there joining us in the chat, how's our audio sound? You hear good? You hear my voice good? Let's give a thumbs up or okay on that if we can. Meanwhile, if you haven't already, show these drivers some love and appreciation for all of the good coming your way here tonight on the Week Out. The American Sim Motor Racing Hauck Designs Xfinitty Series fires things off each and every Monday night, giving you some great Xfinity action. If you haven't already, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your friends and family to tell their friends and their families, and we can all have ourselves a good time each and every Monday night right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. So if you haven't already, join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Show these friends some love and drop that thumbs up. Hit subscribe and smash the bell. Over there on the right-hand side, get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, David Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by. So while you're here, while you're watching, go ahead and toss these thumbs up. Northcutt has been able to step away from McCoy as the 22 starting to struggle a little bit with the late run pace. The Alltel 61 machine of Lavalley into his inside now. It's going to take 3 to 4 laps to get this pass completed. Force your way down to the inside, and they have got company. Cody Schultz in that 5 machine has emerged on the scene. Non-bust tournament in the back of the field. Tom Cray now out to your biggest race lead of the night, 1.4 second advantage as Janikin and Abati still throwing haymakers at each other in second and third. Jake Guinness a little bit of ground. He's going to drop 2.6 seconds back off of the 27 of Janikin. It's going to be a bit of a battle for the band. Still up here. We get back up front, guys. There it is. There we go. Down the back stretch and heading into turn number 3. This is where the battle really began. There are 4 cars. Ramos one Arkham right. Sweet TJ Grover all out there. Slowly but surely closing. Here's Northcutt in that 11th position. So we'll see how these drivers continue this pace, and will they need to come to Bend Road one final time. Schultz and Tennyson going at it for position. Clark Janikin going to make his way by Abati for that second position. Zach Miller by Ed Hauck in 21st. Tarnowski going to go by Hull for the 27th position. So Tarnowski able to fix up the machine enough to get at least one more position in his back pocket. Still a handful of wounded warriors here tonight. Matteo Giuliano listed off of the lead lap. First driver 1 lap down in the Lucky Dog position started. Shotgun Sally on the field here tonight, all the way to 29. 4 positions, but Giuliano with a little bit of a struggle. As race leader Tom Crane takes lap number 70, we've got ourselves 26 laps remaining here tonight in the Gateway Showdown. And can he do it? We were, God, don't hate us, bud. We were thinking maybe a little bit of the broadcaster's curse could strike right here tonight if we pumped up the track, and he's been running well. That we've showed him a bunch, that we've talked about the dominating race-winning performances over the course of the opening 3 races, 1 exhibition, as well as 2 points-paying races. Todd Crane has walked away with victory from every single race that he has attended so far here in season number 3, and it looks like race number 3 will be a repeat. That's just, if you're sitting back in that 27, sure that's your teammate up there. Sure you like to see them running well, but what you don't like is to see that driver's car getting smaller and smaller each and every lap, and it looks to be about a tenth or so faster every single lap. And I know a tenth doesn't sound like much, but a tenth over 5 laps, well, that's a half a second. 10 laps into this thing, a full second advantage. And Todd Crane, all he's got to do is continue to turn in these fast times, these consistent rides, and Cray should be able to manage this gap, but we've seen it in the foreground. Not too far off in front of race leader. Lap traffic will come into play. Let's jump back in the field. Let's take a look here at Doug Argabright as he's bringing that 41 up through the field, up 6 positions from where he qualified. Let's take a look off of the tail end. Great camera shot here, looking back at outside pole sitter here tonight. TJ Grover with a slide through the field. Started in second, now running in that 9th position, and since dropping in those first 2-3 laps, Grover's just kind of struggled with a little bit of the pace. We'll take the same camera shot view back here with the 22 of Josh McCoy as they head down the back stretch and in turn number 3. McCoy leads Tim's DeWalt and Shear another 3 seconds back there. You can see Shear making his way into the picture and into the mix, sitting in that 17th position. So drivers looking for some positions, looking for some solid runs, and looking for some solid point stays. Looky here, race fans, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, all right here running with each other down there. You can see Janikin just out in front of Avanti, and Jake Enos started to close in that 25 Red Mist podcast machine. Dylan Schultz right in tow in the Nesquik number 6. Little bit of a ways back there. You can see about a 10-car advantage for Schultz over that Amsoil number 16 Ford Mustang, piloted by Derek Moore, sitting in the 6th position. Long green flag run to bring us towards the end of tonight's Gateway Showdown, live right here from Worldwide Technology Raceway. 95 laps, the official race distance. And we have not seen that pesky yellow in quite some time. Big question on my mind here, with the fuel being really unknown tonight on how far these drivers can really stretch this fuel. Do they have enough? Get to the end. Did they figure enough fuel? Has the field played possum and allowed Cray to walk away a bit? You can see the advantage continues to grow lap after lap. Todd Cray is still walking away from Clark Jenigan. Christian Avanti right there running in third. Jake Guinness sits in the fourth position. Fifth on track is Dylan Schultz, and it looks like we've got some drivers with some trouble. Some drivers with some trouble. Tom Torrey and Hauck, all with a little bit of trouble. Looks like they're going to keep the machines corrected. And here we go. We may have a round of green flag pit stops because Jeremy Shear going to bring his machine to pit lane. Tom Torrey this time around the 40 Toyota Supra will head to pit road as well. Let's take a look at Matt Loveley, the man that rolled the dice a little bit earlier here tonight, still up 6 positions from where he qualified, so a net gain tonight so far for Loveley, but a little bit of strategy had him in the front of the field for a moment. Unfortunately, old tires were not able to keep the front of the field. And indeed, it was a scheduled stop for Shear. The 15 will start the round of green flag pit stops. First driver inside of your top 5 to come to pit road. Dylan Schultz gonna pit. So what we were worried about may be happening. Drivers may not have enough fuel in the tank to get all the way to the end. Do you put enough fuel to get to the end? Or do you put maybe a gallon more than what you need? Just in case we get a late race caution. We'll be able to save some fuel under caution, so you don't need a ton of fuel, or extra fuel, we should say. There it is. There's your answer. Todd Cray going to come to pit road. So yes, everybody going to have to come to pit road to make it to the checkered flag. Mark Janikin will stay out on track, and new race leader for only the 4th time here tonight in the Gateway Showdown. Clark Janigan will get a point for leading a lap. And Cray needs this thing to go green for about 5 to 6 laps to ensure everybody will end up pitting if a caution comes out here with just 12 laps to go. We cross the line this time around. Todd Cray going to give up a ton of track position, going to be listed almost off of the lead lap. He is getting up to speed and away, and there you can see him bottom of the racetrack, and race leaders will go by. Todd Cray off of the lead lap from domination. Now searching for his lead lap back, and with those fresh tires, short work. Cray will move himself back onto the lead lap. Final driver inside of your time. Carlos Ramos going to head to pit road. 97 machine going to give up quite a bit of a track position. Just 10 to go this time by. Staying right here with race leader Clark Janigan. Looked like he may have been eyeballing pit road entry. Able to make that position. Dylan Schultz is already in the pit road for his final stop tonight. He's going to gain his lap back. Action Daniels, more drivers to pit road. The 404. Here on top of those Madison Margarita Bar machine of Dave Gage will come to pit road. to the 404 on found track. And what do you think about the strategy here, race fans? Is Janikin banking on a late race caution? Surely he's not saving that much fuel being out front. Christian Avanti gave up the fight after leading a ton in the late going, gave up the fight at the front, fell back to third, looked like he was just kind of riding. What do you do here with less than 10 to go? I mean, I don't think you can call yourself to pit road from here on out. I think you're kind of, man, you gotta stay out. Man. You just can't give it up at this point. Todd Cray out there with some of the freshest tires in the field. Doesn't look like he's going to have near enough time to get back to the point unless drivers in front of him head to pit road. So can we go from all but handing this checkered flag over to Todd Cray with an amazing performance here tonight from Worldwide Technology Raceway, walking away with the Mountain Mafia Kennels Pole Award here tonight, almost securing those laps led. And it looks like we're getting a thumbs up on that one. Most laps led here tonight as well for Cray with just 7 laps remaining. Do they have enough fuel in front to get to the end? And I mean, Cray's coming. He is closing that gap. Almost 2 seconds a lap faster. My goodness. Christian Avanti going to go to the bottom of the racetrack and take over the race lead. Looks like Janikin needs to go into a little bit more of an aggressive conservation mode when it comes to the fuel mileage. Teammates and that Red Mist podcast stable right here running with each other. The 25 and the 45 looking to have a good finish here tonight and secure podiums for both team drivers. Ennis going to move his way into second. Haven't really talked about Jake very much here tonight. Walked away with the pole position at the LA Coliseum. Had the pole award last week at Kentucky. Man, I'm telling you, this is getting... This is going to get close, race fans. This is going to get close. Late pit stop by the 67 of Charles North, but drivers beginning to feel the pressure and run on fumes. Look how far Janikin has dropped. Janikin has dropped almost a second and a half back from your race leaders. Does Avanti, does Enos have enough to get to the end? Down the backstretch, re-roll once again. Will receive 3 to go this time by. And I don't, man, I'm telling you, I just don't know. That is a long green flag run. So with 3 laps remaining, do they have enough fuel? Clark Janikin has significantly dropped off base, over a 3.5 second deficit now from Janikin to your top 2, as Clark has fell into the clutches of Derek Moore, Doug Argabright, DJ Grover, Nicholas Wing right there, as well as Moore going to go to the bottom of the racetrack out of turn number 4. Popsicle sticks on display. Race leaders will cross the line with 2 to go. Josh McCoy will have to call it quits and head to pit road for some fuel. My goodness. These two Red Mist podcast machines have absolutely okey-doked the field, saved enough fuel during the first part of the run. Out of turn 4, white flag flies. Final lap here tonight in the Gateway Showdown, just 1.2 miles until the checkered flag flies. Teammates, front of the field. Will we see any team orders, or is it boys have at it for the race when Abati into turn 3 for the final time? He's going to lead the way. His teammate Jay Guinness right there behind him as Derek Moore into that third position. Todd Gray unable to recover a top 10 here and across the line. Checkered flag flies. Your race winner, Christian Abati, gets the job done. Great fuel strategy. Way to save enough fuel to get there. Jay Guinness' teammate going to cross the line in second with Derek Moore securing that much needed pole position here. Again, the Amsoil number 16 Ford Mustang will finish on the podium here tonight. What a run, what a race from all of these drivers. Todd Cray able to recover all the way to 11th after an extra pit stop. So indeed a ton of speed out of that 21. Just didn't have enough to get the job done here tonight as the teammates roll in tandem through 3 and 4. What a night. Man, what a race. Here from Worldwide Technology Raceway, you're watching the ASMR Hauck Designs Xfinitty Series. So Abati walks away with the race win in that number 45 Red Mist podcast. Camaro, he's going to bring the car to a crawl. A little bit of a smoke show for the fans in the stands. Sold out, packed house here tonight, just like North Wilkesboro last night. The 45 of Abati on to victory lane. So we're going to take this opportunity and get things set up for your post-race interviews. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. Back high above the track here at Worldwide Technology Raceway after a crazy race. Dominating performance at the front from Todd Gray. Had to come to pit road early due to fuel strategies. And fuel strategies may have come into play when we get to these post-race interviews. We'll ask a few of our podium drivers here tonight. So what do you say we go ahead and dive right into it? Let's head down trackside and see if we can pick up a few words with the man that walked away in third here tonight in his AMSOIL number 16 Ford Mustang. Derek, it's Dave. You got me?
I got you, Dave. How's it going?
I'm doing pretty good, man. But, you know, up here in the booth, it's nice and air conditioned. We got some pizzas. We got some Coke. So always a good night here in the booth. Maybe not so much out there in that hot car. How was it out there driving tonight?
Oh man, it was pretty slick. It was slick, and managing tire fall off was a big part of where you were running on the track. And then it was just hard to pass. Like, it was so hard to get a run off of either one of the corners to put yourself in position to pass anybody. So I fell back after the first pit stop from a bonehead move on my part, and I thought I was going to be stuck down there. And luckily, I was able to work the strategy and get up towards the front.
Well, yeah, you mentioned how hard it was to pass drivers here tonight. We didn't really see any moves made from the outside lane. Was it a bottom feeding track to where we also noticed that it took about 2 to 3 laps once you got to about a quarter panel to the driver outside of you? It took about another 2 to 3 laps to really complete that pass on the inside.
I would say the second lane was pretty dominant in 1 and 2. Like, you had to be in that lane if you wanted to pass anybody. And then 3 and 4, yeah, you could hold on the outside in 3 and 4, but the inside over there was definitely the place to be.
Well, Derek, we mentioned earlier here tonight, and we don't mean to throw you under a bus. You've had some great runs going and just some late race troubles over the course of these opening weeks. How good does it feel to seal the deal and kind of come away with the points that you deserve, or the points that you've been running all night?
It's about time. I thought I was in for it again after I got squeezed out of 2 on the last restart. But yeah, it seems like I always find myself up front, and then something happens, just dumb. Sometimes on my part, sometimes it's just racing hard with another guy, and it's always frustrating. It's never fun, but you just try to learn from it every week and kind of go into the next race with a better idea of what you need to do.
Well, Derek, you're walking away from the track here tonight with a solid points night that's going to go to help your points in the overall point standings being no more chase. It's going to be a run from start to finish in the point standings. So those consistent good finishes are going to go a long, long way this season. And we hope you get the ball rolling with this podium finish here tonight. Before we let you go, though, and celebrate your podium here tonight, would you like to give any shout outs, thank yous, love yous, maybe thank anybody back home or at the shop?
I'll thank my fiance for letting me do this every Monday, putting up with it, and just shout out to my dad. We're getting some go-kart racing going on here in real life, and he's putting in a lot of work getting that stuff going. So just want to thank them, and yeah, just had a good time tonight.
Well, go-kart racing, we wish you the best, and I tell you what, you start getting out there on the track, you need your turn 3 sticker to make that thing go fast. We got you, bud.
Oh man, I'd love that.
Well, I'll shoot you some information. We'll see what we can work out, but nonetheless, Derek, again, congratulations on the fine finish here tonight from Gateway. As always, stay safe and keep it fast.
All right, thank you.
All right, so from who knows, he may be down there on the infield in that go-kart track. From Gateway to the go-kart track, let's see how Derek Moore goes the rest of the season, walking away third with a good finish here tonight, up a position from where he qualified. The AMSOIL number 16 machine will finish tonight's race in third. And that's going to move us right along the list and right through the running order. Let's see if we can't talk to the man that finished in second here tonight inside of his Red Mist podcast number 25 machine. Jake, it's Dave. You got me?
Yes, I do.
Hey, man, good finish, good run for you. Backing up some of those earlier pole positions in this season with a podium finish here finally tonight. How you feeling about your first podium? I believe it's your first podium.
Yeah,
I
it's
might
my-
have to check that. Yeah, it is. First podium.
Yeah, it is. It's my third race ever in this league.
Well, kicking it off right then, huh?
Yeah, I came here today thinking I was not going to do well. I was off pace, and I was just thinking on a long run strategy, unlike Kentucky, where I knew I had the pace to run a couple hot laps and be up there in the front. But on the long run at Kentucky, I kind of fell off to I think ninth place. But I did not think I was coming here today and getting a second place finish. It's great that my teammate Christian Abbott, he got the win, and a car looking just like him got second. It's great for Red Mist Racing, and I'm just happy getting my first podium, and hopefully we can get a couple more before the season's over, maybe even a win.
Well, absolutely. I believe you've had a good amount of speed in the machine here so far this season. As we mentioned, coming to you, you've had 2 pole positions, so you've got the speed. You've got a good finish here tonight. Do you think this is that momentum builder, that springboard this 25 crew needs to start rattling off some of these good points days?
Oh, 100%. I'm looking more towards the 2.5 and bigger mile tracks like Michigan Auto Club. Those tracks I love a lot, and I feel like if I'm going to get a win this season, it's going to come there. This, like I said, I was on hot laps. I try to set up the car as best as I can to have a great run off exit, and since those straightaways are so long, it helps the run off exit amazing. And I feel like that is where the time will come.
Well, Jake, the time is here and the time is now. Finally finishing these things out where you deserve to be. A great race, a great run for you tonight. Picked up 3 positions throughout these 95 laps to finish with your first podium of the season. Before we let you go and celebrate the rest of the night away, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous?
Of course, my parents for giving me this great racing setup and racing in general. Thank you, Dave, for putting on a broadcast for us. Thank you for, we like to call him Uncle Dave because he pretty much be our uncle. We're putting on this ASMR league, and I have one of my friends watching. His name's Tim. He was in the broadcast last week. I don't know if he's in it this week, but it's nice to see him support me throughout these races.
Absolutely. Well, tell Tim to tell his friends and family to come hang out with us. It's always a party in the chat, always having a good time, and always good to come and root on your friends, whether it's virtually or in real life when you're at the racetrack. It's all just as intense. And Jake, again, congratulations with finishing off
Thank you.
the race with a podium. I know it's there. We're going to talk again. I know this ain't going to be the last time, and it's not going to be a long time. We're going to have ourselves a few chats this year. I guarantee you that. So as always, my man, stay safe and keep it fast.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Final few words for the man that walked away second. 2 pole positions to his name. 1 podium finish now. Things starting to look on the up and up for that 25 Red Mist podcast. Crew and Jake Ennis, what a run here tonight. And we're going to move right along now into victory lane. Teammates into that Red Mist Racing stable. Let's see if we can grab a few words with the man that walked away with the checkered flag in hand. First race win on the season. Christian, it's Dave. How you feeling, bud?
Hey, Dave, feeling pretty good.
Well, as we said, first race win of the season for you. The first race win for anybody besides Cray. So congratulations of kicking the stool out from under him and getting him off his high horse.
Yeah, thanks. No, it's definitely a good duel tonight. I think the short track stuff fits me a little bit better. I mean, well, not that this is technically a short track, but some a little bit more closer to the road courses, which fits my style.
Well, you waited a little bit to grab that top spot back. Janikin had the race lead for a moment there. It looked like he got into a fuel saving mode. Was there any point in time where you looked down at the fuel pressure gauge and was like, "Uh-oh"?
No, I think I had kind of the exact opposite reaction there. I looked down at the fuel and I saw that there was a potential at just saving fuel from pretty much the start of that last restart there.
Well, you got the job done. The crew chiefs relayed the information. You got it done on pit road here tonight. Great performance on and off the racing surface here from Worldwide Technology Raceway. So with this first win, do you think you're going to be able to build and hold any momentum as we move into next week?
I don't know. We'll see. Just kind of taking it race by race right now and trying to learn as much as I can.
All right, well, Christian, we won't hold you up too much longer. We know you got a bunch of celebrating here to do from Gateway. So before we let you go and enjoy this race win, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, maybe thank anybody back home?
First off, I just want to thank you and everyone at ASMR for putting this on. It's always good fun coming out. But definitely want to give a huge shout-out to Joe Warmter for the deliveries that we got in the car as well. So big thanks to him there.
All right, my man. Well, again, congratulations. We know this isn't going to be the last time we talk to you this season. So until next time, stay safe. And as always, keep it fast. All right, there you have it. Final few words from Christian Abati. And yes, we're going to call him what he really is. They're shortening it up, Americanizing this thing. We won't get into too much of that stuff, but here tonight, walking away, checkered flag in hand. Christian Abati will walk away with the win here at the Gateway Showdown for the ASMR Hauck Designs Xfinitty Series. What a run, what a night, what a race. We started in the daylight, we ended underneath the lights, and you heard it from the podium drivers. These teammates at the Red Mist Podcast Racing Stables, one of them likes those big tracks, one of them likes those short tracks. This field better be on their toes. It's not going to be the last time we see these drivers. I can assure you that. Look for them to be around next week as well. And it looks like the producer's getting a little tired of me rambling on. You hear the music in the background, you know the sounds, you know it's time for us to run down tonight's unofficial race results right here from Worldwide Technology Raceway, walking away with the checkered flag in hand. Top of the charts, first race win of the season, the 45 of Christian Abati Parkson in victory lane. Jake Ennis will walk away with second, with Derek Moore finishing out your podium. The 41 of Doug Argabright with a great run here tonight. He'll come home in fourth. Fifth place belongs to the 27 machine of Clark Janikin. Sliding home in sixth in the 99 machine, Nicholas Wing. The 18 of TJ Grover from outside pole position. He'll lose 5 spots throughout tonight's race, but TJ will slide home in 7th. 8th place tonight to Cody Schultz. Matt Lonnelly back in 9th. 10th place belongs to Mike DeWalt. Your pole sitter off strategy tonight, Todd Cray will finish back in 11th. Dylan Schultz in 12th. Kyle Munson back in 13th. Zach Miller will finish in 14th. 15th belongs to John Timms, with Aiden Loon coming home in 16th. The 97 machine of Carlos Ramos late race trouble, and Ramos will finish back in 17th. 18th tonight belongs to the 91 David Cape Turn 3 sponsored machine of Patrick Coro. Charles Northcutt back in 19th. 20th to Jeremy Spear. Josh McCoy 21st. Dave Cage in the PR Taco Palace and Margarita Bar. Chevy Camaro will finish in 22nd. 23rd tonight to Ed Hauck, Mateo Giuliano back in 24th. Andrew McConnellville early trouble, but soldiering on throughout the night. The 69 will finish in 25th. 26 belongs to Tom Torrey. Brian Tarnowski back in 27th. 28th to Cavajo. And 29th. Finishing out the field here tonight is the 23 of Marquis Smith. Well, that's going to do it for us. That's going to be it here from Worldwide Technology Raceway. So if you haven't already, race fans, join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Show these drivers some love. Drop that thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell. Over there on the right-hand side, get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. So with that being said, stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and until next time, we'll meet you in Turn 3.